Most of us don't notice the moment when a habit becomes a character trait. But one day we look back and realize those quiet choices were shaping us all along. Welcome, I'm Joanne Smith. Sometimes others have expectations of us, and we can still meet those expectations in our own unique way. And Mr. Dailey gave a wonderful example of that over 50 years ago. Here's a bit of backstory. The nursing school I graduated from had merged with a community college, and new rules were instituted to make the school more collegiate, one of which were cut days with strict guidelines for class and clinical days. Class of 1972 had never become united. As a final attempt at unity prior to graduation, the class, with few exceptions, decided to go to the beach. Those of us who could go followed the appropriate procedure for notifying the instructors. The assistant director of nursing called me to her office. She told me to hold a class meeting and inform my fellow students there would be repercussions if we decided to follow through with taking a cut day. Well, over a third of our class had quit or been expelled during our time in school. Highest failure rate in the school's history. So we believed there could be repercussions, and graduation was just around the corner. Some of us couldn't go to the beach because of clinical requirements. We were on call for obstetrics, and others simply didn't want to go. So we had a unanimous vote to approve the cut day so no one person could be singled out as the troublemaker. The day after the cut day, Claudia, president of the student council, and me, president of the senior class, were summoned to the hospital administrator's office. And we were shaking in our boots. Mr. Dailey explained, "The director of nursing asked me to talk to you why the senior class is protesting the merger with the community college." We explained it was not a protest. Our class had never been a cohesive group, and that cut day to go to the shore was an attempt at unity before graduation when we all went our separate ways. Want to know what I thought when I arrived this morning and was told the senior class was not on duty because they had gone to the shore? We were too afraid to speak, so we just nodded our heads. I thought, what a wonderful day to go to the beach. I wish you'd told me. I would have rented a couple of rooms to change in. We just sat there, didn't know what to say. Well, I promised the director I would talk to you, and I have. Have a nice day, ladies. I would love to say that I followed Mr. Dailey's example of steadiness my entire career, but it took me a long time to realize that the path I had chosen wasn't serving me or anyone else. I backslide at times, and not pleased that I do, but I can keep coming back to being a better person when I choose to be. I'm Joanne, your encourager. I offer this challenge to you. If someone described you in 10 years from now, what steady quality would you hope they'd see? Maybe our true legacy is shaped by how we learn to see ourselves. See you next Tuesday for Bridge Week.